Welcome to CBR. What happens when you combine Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds' desire to make a boy band movie, and the MCU's Eternals? Today on CBR, we're discussing our plot theory on how Harry Styles could be cast as a Deadpool variant and possibly tie up some MCU loose threads in the process.
The Royal Prince of Titan, brother of Thanos.
Harry Styles is most known for his music, both with One Direction and as a solo artist. However, he also does have some acting credits to his name, from Don't Worry Darling to, most importantly for this plot theory, the MCU's Eternals. While his role was brief, in the film's mid-credits scene, Styles played Eros, also known as Star Fox. He is an Eternal and the brother to Thanos who had key information for the remaining Eternals that could help them find their captured compatriots. While a sequel to Eternals was originally planned, Kevin Feige has confirmed that there are no plans for an Eternals 2 currently for the MCU. So where does this leave the Eternals characters and Harry Styles' MCU career? Are they destined for the void?
I want you to get him on the phone and you tell him, her, or them that Marvel H. Christ isn't playing.
Enter Deadpool. The Merc with a mouth has already helped resurrect and give a proper send-off to other Marvel projects in Deadpool and Wolverine, which played like a love song to the 20th Century Fox Marvel franchise. Due to Deadpool and Wolverine's rousing success, there are already talks of a sequel film, which could be the perfect place to wrap up or restart some of the MCU multiverse saga's loose ends, such as Eternals. The project could begin with Deadpool trying to convince Wolverine to try his hand at a musical band. This catalyst would be a meta-commentary on Ryan Reynolds' current attempts to make a movie boy band about aging pop stars and his attempts to convince Hugh Jackman to join the cast. Their conversations also could have added commentary on Hugh Jackman's illustrious theater career and the multiple rumors that Taylor Swift would play Dazzler, a pop star mutant in Deadpool and Wolverine. While Deadpool himself is not currently a pop star, the many versions of himself he encountered at the end of Deadpool and Wolverine could inspire him to seek out a variant of himself who achieved pop star success.
Stay close.
Aye, aye, Captain. You got this.
In a montage similar to Deadpool's hunt for a Wolverine to replace his universe's Logan to act as the anchor being in Deadpool and Wolverine, Deadpool could meet more versions of himself, dragging an annoyed Wolverine along for the ride. This section could feature various cameos until they finally land upon a variant played by Harry Styles, possibly referred to as Stylespool, similar to Henry Cavill's Wolverine being referred to as Cavill Rhine. Harry Styles' brief appearance as Eros has already shown that he can handle a more comedic role.
I'm Eros. This is Pip. And you are as beautiful as legends say.
Which would be necessary for anyone playing a variation of Deadpool. He also has the charisma to pull off Deadpool's irreverence. Stylespool still likely has Deadpool's trademark personality and fourth wall breaking abilities, but he has embraced the world of pop stardom. Like Deadpool, he too wears the mask, but most of his fans assume the mask is a part of his persona, similar to Orville Peck's elaborate masks when he performs. Also importantly, Deadpool could discover that Stylespool's universe's Vanessa, played by Selena Gomez, is actually the superhero copycat in this universe, foreshadowing Vanessa's possible powers in the future. However, there is a problem. Stylespool is abducted from his world shortly after Deadpool arrives because he has been mistaken for Eros, the Eternal, due to their resemblance, lampshading Harry Styles playing both roles. Deadpool then discovers that Eros and his faithful sidekick Pip have been on the run throughout the multiverse. Either they could be running from Arishem, who is angry at their betrayal, or they could be running to avoid the void, where the Eternals plotline seems destined to stagnate.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's not good.
Deadpool and Wolverine could then team up with Eros, Pip, and possibly the Free Eternals Thena, Makari, and Druig to rescue Stylespool. While their partnership would be wary at first, Logan might actually start to bond with the Eternals, especially Thena, since they are both still haunted by the weight of their pasts. Druig also could remind Logan of Charles Xavier, since they both have telepathic powers. Meanwhile, Deadpool and Stylespool could be fighting for control of the narrative since they both have fourth wall powers, and they both see themselves as the star of the movie. This meta fight for control could lead to some clever scene changes between Stylespool's time in captivity and Deadpool's team's attempts to rescue him. Through multiversal shenanigans, the team do eventually manage to free Stylespool and, by returning the Eternals to the MCU forefront, free them from the threat of the Void and pave the way for the Eternals 2 and their actual confrontation with Arishem. However, this victory does not go fully as Deadpool hoped. Upon his rescue, Stylespool decides to return to his world and give up his pop career. Instead, Stylespool wants to become a galactic adventurer, with his world's Peter serving as his trusty sidekick in a similar role to Eros's Pip. After all, Deadpool and Wolverine did confirm that every universe's Deadpool had a Peter, beloved by them all. While Deadpool is disappointed that Stylespool will not guide him to boy band stardom, he also is relieved that he will no longer have to fight for control of the movie. Eros also cushions the blow by promising him an autograph from Kingo once he is rescued from Arishem's clutches. Because of course, Deadpool would be a huge fan of Kingo's Bollywood career. The film could end with Deadpool and Wolverine returning to Earth 10,005, where his friends have arranged a karaoke party to help him achieve a boy band night, even if it's just for a small bar, rather than the roaring crowds of millions.
Right? It's like an armadillo fucked a gremlin. Angrily. In a bed of gonorrhea.
In a mid-credit scene, Eros and Pip could return to the main MCU timeline once more, even firmer in their resolve to help free the rest of the Eternals from Arishem, setting the course for Harry Styles' Eros and the Eternals to become bigger players in the MCU's future. Their scene being the mid-credits scene could be a homage to their first appearance in the MCU.
Friends are in big trouble. And we know where to find them.
One of the biggest complaints against the MCU's latest phases has been the large amount of characters and plot threads introduced without proper conclusions or true integration into the main story arc of the multiverse. The Eternals was one of the most ambitious of these projects, introducing a team of heroes who have been fighting to protect the Earth for centuries, only to discover that the Earth is meant to be sacrificed for the birth of a Celestial. The team does save the Earth in the end, as in most MCU films. Still, the plot is far less grounded than many other MCU projects, with the focus on immortal beings reckoning with their creation and their purpose instead of the typical superheroes found throughout the rest of the MCU. While the Eternals did not perform well with audiences, the film's ambitious storyline does need to be resolved, especially since it ended on a cliffhanger. While Eternal's tone was far more serious, a lighthearted reminder of the movie could help set the film back on track and at least pave the way for them to get a proper ending. While this plot theory may seem ridiculous and outlandish, Deadpool and Wolverine has proven that there is not anything too far-fetched for Deadpool to take on. He's saved the multiverse before, and he can also help save abandoned Marvel plot lines from the Void in the future. Do you think that there could be a way to reintegrate the Eternals into the current MCU storyline? Could Harry Styles make a good Deadpool variant? What ways do you think Deadpool should be made part of the MCU's future storylines? Tell us your theories about possible future Deadpool variants and how the Eternals might return to the MCU. Remember to subscribe for more plot theories and discussion of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Thanks for joining us at CBR.